Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. So I'm in a dilemma today. This is the third deck, the third time I've tried to do your reading. It is unclear. So I'm not sure what's going on with you guys. And so I'm going to my Transparent Tarot, which is actually a deck I keep only for myself because I'm like, there's a story here and I can't get all the pieces to it. But the Transparent deck kind of builds on itself. And so you're in for a specialty treat here today. Let's see what happens. We're going to take a look at past, present, and future energies, your thoughts, your feelings, and action. I have to say that it looks very complicated, and I'm not sure what's going on. They're telling me this is the energy for the next 2 to 6 weeks. I am recording this on March 3rd, and let's just see what we get here, because honestly, neither reading resembled the other one to me, and they were very disjointed. I can see that we're trying to build something, create something, but there's a lot of confusion around it, and I'm not really sure what the confusion stems from. So we'll pull clarifying cards and see what that is. I'm just waiting for... Okay. There is a need. Okay. There's a need for clarity. I'm feeling the need for clarity. So some of you who watch this channel know I am a Capricorn rising, and wow. Okay. Okay, I need what's the overall energy, please? All right. So these cards are super cool. You can see through them, and so when they come out in groups, they work together. So this one, actually, the overall energy, they set 2 sets of cards. So here we have healing with the Ace of Cups, but you can see that the Ace of Cups produces the healing of the Six of Swords. And so there's a beautiful idea, energy, opportunity to heal something really important in your life. And then this one here, where we have the 2 of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands and the 8 of Wands. And so trying to balance this energy, trying to balance the energy in a way that, look, okay, here it is. It goes like this. Look, when they pile up together, it's the coolest thing, really. You just got to get them in the right order. All right, so there you are, 2 of Pentacles with this great idea. See how that pentacle over here? So we have a pentacle sitting here, and it's just kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. This pentacle over here, the Ace of Wands slices right through it, and it fires up the 8 of Wands. So one of the ideas requires action, and the other one requires maintaining the balance on it. So for instance, this is what they just showed me. It's kind of what's going on in my life, but you relate it to your own, okay? Over here, I am trying to maintain a very physical sense of balance, right? I've been very sick. And so trying to maintain balance over here, while I am trying to create something, I have this program I'm trying to create, and it requires a lot of energy. I'm still maintaining the balance of my health. So what is it in your life where you're trying to maintain balance on one side while trying to be fired up and create something on the other side? And again, there's this need to be feeling emotionally healed over a situation, for me, that would be physical healing, but for you, it might be something else. Okay, so let's see, just where do all these cards go? Because they kind of got moved around here. All right, so that was here. All right. And there was a lot that came out for the outcome. So let's just see what we get here. All right. So where are we working with? Key to the situation. Let's start with that. The key to the situation, we have the Two of Wands. Well, obviously, selecting one of the wands is important, right? So we have the Two of Wands with the Ten of Wands. So there's too much burden. Something's got to be set down. And we have this Eight of Cups. But this Eight of Cups, look, when you select the one wand, so here you are, I've got too much going on. I'm going to pick one thing, Ace of Wands, and I'm going to reach for that cup of happiness. That would be this. It brings a sense of healing in your life. The recent past, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords here, this poor dude, it came out by himself, just totally stabbed in the back. So it could have been a physical situation where your back was hurting or something like that. But this is too many thoughts, right? Ten of Swords, that's like overthinking, overanalyzing a situation because it's in the past, it's in the area of the thoughts, and we have 10 swords, which is just so much. So maybe you were like staying up late at night trying to figure something out, or just ruminating, not letting something go, not releasing it, not just letting it get out there and just like forget it. And here, how do you transform this situation? You pick up a sword, the Queen of Swords. There's clarity that comes in. The Ten of Swords, clearly too much. There was a need for clarity. The going forward in the area of oh my God, people. Look, we go from the 10 to the 9 of Swords. You're still way up in your head. How do you fix the situation? You use the Queen of Swords. What is your truth? It's time to get really clear about what it is that you're trying to do here. We got 10 of Wands energy. We've got the 10 of Swords energy. There's like too much stuff going on, and there is a need to pick one thing and focus your time and attention on that, and a lot of attention while trying to maintain balance in your life over here. Over here, you got a lot going on, and you're going to need to handle that. But you got to keep the balance in your life. That's why these readings have been so out of whack. Because there's too much. There's not enough balance. The anxiety here, we have the Ten of Cups. How do we get the happiness? Using the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. There is some really great, amazing thing that you are trying to bring in. Something really great and amazing that you're trying to bring in. It feels, because it's a pentacle, it could absolutely be a business idea about something that you're passionate about. It could be a new love relationship because we have the Ten of Cups here. There's a lot of anxiety, and there's like, is someone going to offer to me what it is that I need in order to grow this thing so that it creates what I need it to create in my life? In the heart space, moving forward, we have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. I mean, the Page of Swords. Nope, Knight. It's a Knight. They're back to back. Focusing your energy on what makes you feel safe and secure. King of Pentacles. That Knight of Swords has this energy, so it's blue, so it's about the truth. It's about being clear. Remember, we have this clarity here from the Queen of Swords, but look how magnificent she looks. And this guy's like, it feels like staking your claim on what is your truth. And that's how you get this Ace of Pentacles to grow. King of Pentacles. It's a need to pick one thing and focus on it and somehow manage to maintain balance in the rest of your life. This definitely feels like there's an issue. It feels like there's two things, right? We have the emotional healing here, and here we have like the action part of your life where you're trying to keep everything going. In the area of the obstacles, we have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords, a lot of inactivity, and sandwiched in the middle of it, we have the Queen of Pentacles. There's been a lot of difficulty in getting this project up and off the ground. It's hard to focus when you have all those swords going on. The Eight of Swords, you're feeling trapped. It feels like analysis paralysis, or you have been physically healing and not been able to do anything, but it hasn't kept your mind from wanting to get going on something, wanting to do something, and feeling like you can't. I really think this equinox, this spring or fall, depending on where you are in the world, it brings balance in, right? It's equal day, equal night. I think it rebalances some energies in your life and allows you to move things in the direction that you want, because here in the action step moving forward, we have the balance of the Six of Cups and the balance of the Six of Pentacles. That's very balanced energy. It's balancing emotional energy with the energy of production, right? It's giving and receiving what you need in both aspects of your life. This Two of Pentacles kind of energy here. This is very balanced. So you have the Six of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. A need to bring in the balance in order to feel creative again, in order to feel emotionally satisfied again. But there's a need to understand in your heart what is your truth. Wow. Okay. So what initially came out for the outcome, and I didn't think it was enough information, so I looked for more cards, was the Four of Cups. This is definitely feeling bored and dissatisfied. And so I wanted clarification on what can you do more about that. We have the Three of Cups with the Death card, and the transformation of the Fool. Oh, it's a Fool. It's a butterfly, though. You transform the situation. It's a scythe. The Death card here is a scythe. You go from the 4 to the 3. It's like when you cut out the self-pity and get out there and reconnect with a community. That sounds so rough, Spirit. When you pick a cup. When you pick a cup, you heal. And then you go from the 4 to the 3. And then you get the butterfly of transformation, the death and the rebirth of the Death card, and this Three of Cups, this reconnection, this joy, this happiness. You got to pick a path. If you've been sitting on the fence, it's time to pick a path. Whoop, cards jumping all over the place. It's time to let yourself get totally lit up and passionate about something and really move forward on it. I want to say nap time is over. But now it feels like because you were not. Okay, so say you were out of a job and now all of a sudden you're working, but all the bills are piled up and you're like, I don't know which ones to do first. How do I manage this? Or you were physically incapacitated and unable to work. And so there's been like all of a sudden there's all this stuff going on. Where do I start? It's like if it's like if you've been sick for a while and you get up and you stumble out into the house and all of a sudden you realize that the place is total chaos because you haven't been able to stay on top of it. And you're like, I don't even know where to start. So you go back to bed. It feels like that. And it feels like there's just so much that it's been overwhelming. And so the advice, I want to go back to this advice, the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. In order to create balance in your life, that's giving and receiving in balance. Who can you ask to help you? Like, this is very solitary, all alone energy, this Four of Cups, but this is community when you get the Three of Cups, and it transforms your situation completely. Okay, that's so weird. There was a card that was flipped up, and I thought, why is that flipped up? And I put it back in, and it came back out. So we have the Sacred Pool and Storm Fields. The Sacred Pool is reconnecting with your higher self. And the Storm Field says, yeah, there's a storm coming or just passed. It feels like it's just passed. But you might think with this Nine of Swords here that it's coming, and there's a real need for you to create financial security and stability and emotionally. Again, this reading is bizarre. I don't know what's going on, Capricorn. I would love for you to tell me what is going on with you. This energy is definitely about things feel like they've been a little out of balance. Stormfield, they're saying what appears to be chaos is opportunity and to connect in. That's interesting. What appears to be chaos is opportunity. And it's going to take your focused attention to create the balance. All work and no play, they're saying. Ooh, this is nice. Look, you have Temple Path and Strategy. To get to the Temple Path, here, you need a strategy. Oh my gosh, that is totally, Knight of Swords is strategy. Queen of Swords, definitely clarity and strategy. Temple Path, King of Pentacles. Knowing what it is that you want. It's really interesting. It's 12 and 21. So they're both threes. Community. There's a need to strategize with others, I think, in order to figure out what's the best way forward. And don't think going it alone gets you there. In order to create the transformation in your life to get where you want to go, you need some help. You need to be willing to ask for it, give and receive in balance. I think you've been trying to do something on your own, and there's a need to seek some help and some guidance. April's tough because it is an initiating sign like you are, Capricorn. So that means that it's in square, though, with you. It's tension to create change. The square is the toughest energy. And so while the sun is in Aries, it creates a certain amount of tension. The good news is that it moves from that into Taurus energy by the end of April. So this is kind of like a March reading. They said the next 2 to 6 weeks, though. So that we have like 2 more weeks of Pisces, and then we move into Aries season. So Aries season looks pretty tough. And then when we get to Taurus season, it's in flow again. And the creative energies open up for you. You need to clear space. We have the frog here, and it says here feminine energy, creation, and loyalty, fiduciary. So fiduciary is actually, loyalty might be the wrong word to put it. It is financial, it's fiscal responsibility. Knight of Pentacles, staying focused on what it is that you're trying to create. And I think over here you may have been struggling to do that because there's too many other things going on. They're kind of in your way. Too much in your head. The hawk, my personal spirit guide. I'm always happy to see that. Healing, vision, rebirth, spirituality. Death and rebirth. You have them both here. You have the Fool with the Death card. Death and rebirth. New opportunities on the way out the door. Higher perspective with the hawk. And being willing to see things. But look, we have the Dove of Peace. Super interesting. Okay, so this is yin and yang energy, right? Aggressive and creating peace. It is finding the balance. This whole month is going to be about finding the balance in your life. Where to take action and where to be softer, right? Where to get fired up and go after what you want. All this fire energy here of the yin, of the yang, and here of the yin, this receptive healing energy, this cups energy. This is a month to find your balance. And it isn't going to be easy. It looks chaotic when we have the storm here. But the sacred pool is about being in flow with spirit. And that the changes that are happening and occurring aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. And if you will allow yourself to flow with spirit, then you will be just fine. It's when you battle it, when you fight it, that it creates all the difficulty. And I really want to suggest that you don't spend so much time in your head, right? Across the top here in the headspace, we have all swords. That's thought energy. And the advice was to get into your heart, the sacred pool, to get into your emotional energy and connect with spirit. Is there a storm coming? Kind of looks like it. Or you're already experiencing it. The way through it is by connecting in with spirit. The strategy is connecting with your spirituality. Here in the heart space, we have strategy and the temple path. The temple path is your spirituality. The strategy is working in collaboration with spirit. Really listening in, tuning into what creates balance for you in your life. Some things are going to have to be let go in order to bring in the abundance. Gotta let some stuff go. Clear some space. We got the frog, remember? Frog is always to me about space clearing. I don't care what the card says. To me, that is being willing to travel lightly, leap from this mess to the other. It is creative, but again, it is about being responsible financially. So, take a look at your budget. Pay attention to your bills. There's a need to really do pay attention to it, but not feel overwhelmed. Talk to spirit and the dove and the hawk. One is war, one is peace. Knowing when to act and when to give and when to receive. When to take action and when to be just in flow. It's a balancing act. Wow. Okay, I'm going to go do the love and spirituality reading, which should be fascinating. You can get all 12 of those plus be on live Q&A call every month for just $4.99 by joining. So if you click the join button below, you'll get the details on it. Clicking the join does not join you. There's more steps involved. hit the thumbs up. Love to have you subscribe. I will see you here, and I'll see you on Facebook every day in the Moonlit Waters group. Do readings for the energy. Looks like a very interesting next 2 to 6 weeks. We can do it. Talk to you soon.